In today's video, we're going to be breaking down Shaedon Sharpe. Now, there's not a ton of footage online because, of course, he missed last year of basketball because he decided not to play college. So, let's get down, let's check out how Shaedon Sharpe plays and why I think he's going to be a crazy, insane player. Anyways, really quickly, make sure to go check out the hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below if you want to shoot the basketball better, farther, and more accurately. Okay, so you can see that there is a bit of rust. I'm going to call it rust, but really I'm going to say it's nerves in general because, of course, this was one of his earliest shots, of course, as a professional. And guess what? He's never played the college game. These are a lot of fans, even though he's used to having a lot of fans at the high school level. This is a very hard shot to make, and being in basically one of his first pro games, that's really hard. Being able to turn to your left side, turn your body around. He releases the ball just a bit too early before that leg kicks out. That's why he missed. And he wasn't totally squared. He wasn't totally lined up. And I'm not going to say squared up because most players, even him, don't shoot squared up. What I mean is he's not tilted the same way as he normally is in his shot. He releases too early. This is where he should have been releasing here. So that's why he missed short. He got enough power. It's just he wasn't lined up, which makes that shot short. That 1 inch, if he was to release just a bit later, he would have had the actual power. Usually when you're short on your shots, you're going to need more legs, more lower back. He definitely had a low set, a low gather, so that just tells me that it's most likely that spin. Turning to your left is really hard for a right-handed shooter. Now, in his high school footage, he's more of a one-motion shooter, and here he goes two-motion, which again, most likely is why he ended up being short as well. And again, going with the whole nerves idea, he throws this pass way behind this guy. But these are mistakes that can be fixed quite easily. Going into the things that he can do extremely well, which is, of course, help side defense. He is a 48 or 49-inch vertical, and he can get those blocks like no tomorrow. If you have this guy as a shooting guard or a small forward in that position and he's stuck down in the corners on the weak side, guess what? That is perfect for him. He is going to be not just a lockdown defender man on, but off ball help side, he's going to be killing teams. So now going into, of course, shots that he's made. He's out in the corner here. He's got a player who's going to be recovering. He has a teammate who just attacked the key. Of course, there's going to be multiple eyes on him. And that's exactly what happened. That player kicks the ball out to Shaedon Sharpe. Shaedon Sharpe then attacks quickly. He makes that decision quick, and that's very important. And then when he does attack with one dribble, he gathers because, of course, a big man coming over. And then he's able to turn back away from that man, go up onto his high set point, and guess what? He gets everything in line perfectly. That's his shot. Nice high release and swishes it through. I'm going to tell you right now, anytime you do a fadeaway, you're going to want to have a high release because your mind is thinking you need more power. So you're going to give it more power, and a lot of younger players, when they do their fadeaways, they put way more power and they sail way over the rim. Once you understand that that's just something that your body automatically does, release higher, you're going to be swishing a lot more shots. Now, something that Shaedon Sharpe is really well known for, and that is being able to fly. Yes, this guy coming off the weak side or the offside part of the court where the ball is not at, as we can see right side and left side, these weak side alley-oops are going to be a thing in the NBA, and I can almost guarantee he will probably be in the dunk competition someday. As we can see here, he has a very close to one motion shot. He does still move his hand in the upward position, even though it does slow down once he's at the forehead, but he is still moving it. Some players or trainers will say he's got a two motion shot. I like to say he's got a one motion just because it's still continuing up. However, it does go slower once he gets to that set point, and then he goes to release. And I really do like his release because it's a clean shot. No thumb flick, goes off of those two right there. That frame, if I can get it paused, right there. Pointer finger, middle finger, perfect. That is what you want to have, especially if you have your shoulder and elbow pointed towards the rim. He's slightly tilted off, which is going to allow him to get that in line. So absolutely perfect shot. And yes, he can hit these step back right hand side shots, but as we can see here, when he does the shot here, watch. when he's going up, he's kicking that leg out, but he's getting his body tilted. That shot that we seen in the NBA Summer League, when he was turning towards his left side, his body was not tilted away. He was releasing it when it was squared up, and that's not what you can do when you're trying to release a three-point shot turning towards your left. It's going to make your shot usually go short or to the left. And as we can see here, he does have about a 55-degree angle on his elbow, which is about that 45 to 55 range that most trainers will say that you should have. So that's absolutely perfect. And he does go over top of his right eye, which will allow for clear view towards the rim. He has that soft release, which is really nice too. When it comes to his lower back, when he does shoot, he's about 95 degrees, and then when we look at his knees, he's about roughly 127 roughly degrees, which is within range of what we are usually looking at as trainers. But the main thing that you really need to do as a player is just to make sure that your shoulder and elbow are in line with the rim, and that is going to be the largest part. Having at least half that basketball over top of that upper arm, you're all set. And if we look at the ball to the rim, it's about 50-ish degrees. Actually, you know what? Let's make that a little bit better. Let's go like this. And he's got maybe a 47-degree drop on that ball, which is exactly what you want to be at. You want to be between 44-ish to 48% degrees roughly. And that is what you're actually trying to look at on your shot. Also, his ability to change the height of his shoulders. This is very important. Being able to change the height, being able to have ball control, to be able to freeze that ball on your hip for a second without carrying the ball. Remember, to carry that ball, let's say this is the half line of the ball, you have to have more than half of your hand underneath that ball, and if you don't, it's not a carry. So he's able to get nice, good ball control. He's able to bring that ball around from the back of his body to the front without carrying. He's able to attack, get that ball behind his back. Again, changing height of his shoulder to be able to get past that defender. Just absolutely amazing player overall. Make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense if you're a coach, or of course, if you're a player, make sure to go check out the hardest basketball shooting workout. It's going to really help you shoot the basketball better. I'll see you guys again next time.